Hi all. Right, back to RAF Eagle. It's been a wee while. Here was me trying to get things moving and get this finished as well. A few things came up. Well, I think the main one was the fact that that last episode was half of it was fixing mistakes that I'd made, and then I proceeded to make more mistakes. Got a interruption from my good lady. So I was going to actually cut that bit fully out because might give somebody a fright. Anyway, I've seen that if you have. And then I was going to put it back through and edit it and put some comments as coming up, and it was just too much, and so I just added it to the header of the video, explaining everything that kind of went wrong. So as from being sloppy going into that last episode, I got sloppier, it seems. So I'm not sure what's going wrong here. I mean, it's not a complicated game. I'm just starting to lapse and forget simple things. Yeah. So another thing that I suppose, well, apart from life getting in the way as well, I set up Obsession again. There it's there. So you can see my beer stash in the background. That's actually empty. It's just gathering up. By the way, it's not. They're not all full over the time. And that's not just like a week's worth. You know, that's been there for some time. Probably not as long as it should be, but however. I set up Obsession again. Not a war game, yeah, I know. It's a really good game if any of you are interested. I suppose maybe you have to be into that theme, sort of kind of Downton Abbey sort of theme. I just got in. I watched a video playthrough of it once and thought, wow, that looks a really good game and really appeals to me. So it's kind of like got me hooked a bit again. I played it about 6 or 7 times when I got it, and then, which wasn't that long ago, and then paused and then came back to it and tried to defeat the last the sort of one more expert solo opponent to try and beat, and I can't seem to beat it. So I was wanting to do that before I moved on, because I've got the expansion there as well, the expansions as well. So I wanted to try and defeat that one before I moved on, but it's proven a challenge. I've had 3 or 4 goes at it just now. It looks like I'm failing this time as well. Although there's a better chance, maybe there's a possibility. Anyway, so that's kind of kept my attention. Now, hopefully the light's okay. I mean, I've got daylight coming in through the window, so fingers crossed that'll be alright. I suppose if this was at night, because I've not got my big lamp, I've just got the lamp here and the lights above and what's coming in the window. But it looks alright in the camera, so fingers crossed that's okay. Right. So let's fix a couple of things that that I can fix. Now, yeah, twice I forgot to include the close escort units in the combat results. The first time, I don't think it would have had any effect. All it would have meant was some units would have went in flight reduced. But the fact we didn't need any fighters anymore for the rest of the day, they would have just ended up going back to their bomber box. Their air bases. So I don't think that would have mattered. And the second time I'd done it, don't think it would have mattered again, apart from the fact that I got a slightly better result, and the one that went to the white loss box should not have been a white loss result. So let's see. So I should get 1 victory point back. I see I wrote all this down. Yeah, because with that one it was with that one I added the ME-109's combat strength to the squadron attack or hunter attack, which you don't add them. They're all zeros if they're full strength anyway. So I did that, so it should have been a better result. So GIG-27 with a 2. This one here. This one shouldn't be in the light loss box, So I'm just going to put him back into his air base. It might have went up to it might have went in flight reduced, but it doesn't matter. So that, and we'll get a victory point back. However, the next mistake was slightly worse for us, wasn't it? It was I forgot again about the close escort. It says, so we should have ended up with a heavy loss on the one close escort unit, and that's JG 53 with a 1. Now he's not on, he must be put back into his box then, didn't he? So it's 1 JG 53. Hang on, let's see if I can find him. Okay, yeah, so I found him. So he should have actually been a heavy loss. So, and then we should have lost 2 victory points. So we actually got a net loss of 1 victory point after I fixed the mistakes. Like I made in my comments, I had something in my head that there was 4 different errors that I needed fixing, but that is only 3. So I might have that wrong though, but there possibly is something else out there. So if anybody does spot it, but yeah, that was a bit of a shambles, really, wasn't it? It has been. So let's see if I can, I don't know, have an error-free episode here. I'm not that sure I've got time to complete all this just now, but again, I should just make up one episode this, because we've only got one raid and then the end of the day stuff to come. Alright, and dogs barking as usual, just to make things better. Okay, so I'll bring the raid down and we'll get it set up in the raid display. So this is the last raid of the day at the port of Dover. Just show you the map situation there. There's quite a lot in up in the tote board still. So, but the raid's over here in Dover, so there's still plenty round about. Well, maybe not, nothing in 211, only this one in 711 and a couple in 611. But so might not be too bad. So yeah, raid at the port of Dover, right, and that's a port, right, okay. And then this is what we've got. Again, nothing. Well, chose the 4 bombers, and so we've only got 3 ME-109s in the hunt box because we need 2 channel patrol because we've got 4 bombers, that's right, and we need 2 for the advanced rule and the close escort box, right, so pretty sure that's right. Although I seem to remember myself saying that a couple of times in the last episode, and even made one comment. I was like, "Yeah, right, Grant." I was like, "Yeah, that feels right," and it was like totally wrong. Anyway, and these are the 3 Heinkels that mysteriously moved onto that previous raid card that I mentioned, and I asked Tracy about it, if maybe she had been messing about with things, and she swore that she hadn't. It's not something she would do, right enough, or if she did something like that, she would tell me. So I don't know if there's a spirit floating about here, but it's just they were perfectly moved across, and I certainly don't recall doing it, but then again, we know some of these late night episodes I have it may well have been forgotten about. So okay, that's the raid all set up on the next card. British Detection. I won't show you charts because Obsession's in the way a bit as well, so let's see, if you want to follow along then you can look at your own charts. I'll tell you the dice roll, etc. Right, I've got my wee I've got my Friday box back here. So what are we doing? We're rolling a dice here, aren't we? This is Detection, right? Okay. 5, so not a good start. And well, actually, while we're here, so the first check is the OCV. Oh, it's nice and low for this one though. This is low for 2. We have patchy clouds, so it's a 1. So that's up to 6. We do have 2 radar nets. We weren't able to touch any of them this day at all, the radar nets, so that's up to 10. It's a D20 you need for this one, isn't it? So up to 10, and we've got 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 11. Yeah, nothing really different there. None of this affects. We've got 11 grouping, which is a +4. So yeah, it's 14 again. I think it's hovered about that area. Well, it actually dropped down. We were up to 15. So yeah, that's better. Although that one brings along the Spitfire Race. However, I think sufficient warning is better than the airway. Well, it clearly is. So we've got sufficient and accurate. So Spitfire Race is going to come and join the party again. Okay, so next card. Right, raid rendezvous check. We do need to do that. We've got a 2. 3 raids were planned for this current time segment. No, 1 raid for this current time segment. Although this is the one I felt like I should have. I didn't need to skip that time. However, it was done now. So, right. So no raid rendezvous issues. British raid response. Right, that's bringing the squadrons in. So we're sufficient. So 3 from 611, 2 from 511, 2 from 711. So that sounds pretty good. No, that's 211s further down. I'm just looking across 211s not. Right, well, we'll have a look what we've got. So, we've got a Spitfire Race. Okay, so Spitfire Race is in the cup. The 2 from 611 are the actual sector, so they go outside the cup. So that's us up to 3. Sorry about the dog, I'm just going to have to let him get on with it. And then, yeah, 2 from 511. No, we do have 2 from there, don't we? So, what are they all? Hurricanes. Yeah, let's see the one that's not coming along then. It is the first one, so B and C are coming along. Oops. So that's up to 5. And then 2 from 711. Well, we've got 1 in 711, so it's going to come along. So that's us up to 6. So 4 in the cup, 2 outside the cup. And then this is when we need to chart. Raid response priority chart. Okay. We do roll a dice here. Yeah, we do. So let's see what we get. We get a 3 to start with. The date is August 20th to 31st. Yeah. So it's just been away for I think I've been away about a week or something like that. Maybe not that long. I think it is. I just dreaded coming to try and fix all the mistakes I made and look back. And then, like I say, I was going to edit the video again, put bits in, but I think I'm past bothering about that. Okay, so what did I roll? I rolled a 3, didn't I? So that's +1 for 4. Target sector is 11 group. It is, so that's a 5. Primary target is radar net or airfield or industry. No, it's a port, so we're not getting in there. Target's deep, no. Warning's very early, no. Intelligence is accurate, and the raid has at least 1 bomber, so that's a +2 up to 7. And then I'll find this on. And then intelligence is limited or accurate, and the raid has 9 to 11 grouping, so that's a +2 as well to 9. And there's not any raid to resolve in the time segment, so it's 9, so it's high, unfortunately. And we've got 6 in the pool, so 2 are coming out. 2 are coming out, going to leave us with 4. Let's see what we get. See if we get that Spitfire Race again. That's a no. Yeah, we did. Okay, and the other one was a Hurricane from 511. So we have 4 in the pool now. Intelligence is accurate. Number of grouping in the hunt box is 3. Squadrons in the pool is 4. Yeah, so they are going to respond. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. 4 against our 3 grouping. So one of them more than likely going to sneak through to the bomber box. Let's move on. Right, this is starting to get to the area where I've been making blunders. So yeah, but I remember also saying, right, let's be a lot more careful here, Grant. And I still made a mess here. Okay, so the grouping are less than the squadrons, so we roll dice, and if it's greater than the number of excess, so it just needs to be greater than a 1. We've rolled a 4, so the result is greater than the number of excess squadrons. All excess squadrons move to bomber box. Hurricanes before Spitfires. Okay, so we've got 1 excess, so one of the Hurricanes, so it's either the A or the C. It's going to be the A. So he's going to move up to the bomber box. And so now we're 3 against 3. Yeah, I think that's right. Here's hoping. So next card is going to be our event, raid approach event. Let's see what we get. German altitude advantage, yes please, would like that. If any of the following apply, no or late warning, not poor intelligence, not reduced squadron and hunt box, there is not prior to September 11th, September the 1st, which is our winner for now, isn't it? It's just early in the game, so these seem to work when you're early in the game. So yes, we're getting an altitude advantage, so we'll be able to go up 1 row on both the squadron attack and first of all the hunter attack, isn't it? Right, so I'll keep that card just in front of me just now, just so that we remember, and we'll move on to the squadron hunter attack. Sorry, yeah. Right, so add all combat ratings of all grouping and squadrons and hunt box, and that, yeah, this was one bit I blundered on as well. I counted these 1s on the left, but it's the numbers on the right when we're in having an actual hunter attack or squadron attack for that matter. It's the numbers on the right. It's only when we come to bombing the numbers on the left are what would be used. So we've got 4, 8, 11 and nothing for the ME109s. So we'll roll a dice, we want a low number. We've got a 2, so that could be good. Right, here's my chart. Right, so let's say we've got 11 and 3 grouping in the combat. And that takes us down to row E. However, we've got the altitude advantage too, so that takes us up to row D with a 2. That should be pretty decent, I would think. Let's just make sure I'm doing this right. 3 grouping, 11 strength, down to row E, bump up to row D. We've got a 2. So we've got AA, no effect. So abort, and no effect for the C. Have we got an A, B, and a C there? Yeah, we do. So in-flight reduced for the A, in-flight reduced for the B, and to the close escort box for the C. So yeah, that was pretty good. And then for the British, let's hope we can keep them out of the bomber box. The result is A, L, D. So they have no A's for the abort. They have a B for the white. That's all white. No, have I got that right? Yeah, it's ALD. So the B's are a white loss. So he's a white loss, 611. And then that's another victory point. I've got us at minus 13. Hopefully that's right. And then The two C's are, oh, that's going to be disrupt, isn't it? So I think they're going to go up, aren't they? Reduced. So units are hunt box, full squadrons with a disrupt to the bomb box reduced. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. Both of these guys are, although they're reducing, they're coming into the bomb box. Well, we've got 4 bombers, so we're still going to get something safely through, but yeah, we'd like a bit more than just that one bomber. But we still have the altitude advantage, so a good dice roll here, and fingers crossed, for the squadron attack. Right, that's that part. Right, I feel like it was all right. I feel like it went well. Right, next card will be a raid target event. So we're getting here. Squadron turnaround. Never good. Not going to affect things in this raid. Oh, however, this is the end of the day, isn't it? Yeah, that's not such a hardship then, is it? So squadron turnaround. All these guys are going to come out into their sectors. 110, 211, 611, and 711. So yeah, I don't think that's going to have. These guys are going to go up in the rearm, which doesn't really matter. And obviously the white losses stay, and there's nothing in the in-flight box for them just now anyway. So yeah, I don't think that was such a big deal, to be honest. Good timing for it. So there we go. Next card. I was going to do the squadron interception, I think. Right, so the squadrons are less in the grouping by 1, so select the grouping to be attacked, equal to number of squadrons. Pick full before reduced, and then we've got 3 Heinkels and a JU-88. So the Heinkels are first. So the JU-88 he's going to be able to bomb at full strength, and these 3 are intercepted. Now, let's get this right with the close escort. Now, if any grouping in the bomber box are not intercepted, move aside an equal number of CE grouping. So, yeah, so it's the ones with the higher number I want to keep out of it, isn't it? So these 2 are involved. I wish I could move them down there and it would be a better reminder, but then they're not meant to be in the bomber box, so I'm just going to have to. It's not something I missed early on in the game though, it's just something that seems to have lapsed recently, yeah. So I think that's right, so they're involved with a squadron attack as well, the 2 close escort units, that's right, isn't it? So if any grouping are not intercepted, move aside an equal number of CE grouping. Yeah, that's right. Okay, and then we'll get the squadron attack card next. Right, so add combat ratings, roll dice, and then remember to have the combat results on these guys too. Right, so let's roll a nice low number again. 4 this time, so not so good, and the numbers are going to be much higher, isn't it? So we've got 1, 7, 13, 19, 22, 24, 26 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grouping. So 26 with 5 grouping. We're still only down to the F column. 5 grouping, 26 strength, and then we're bouncing up to the E. Yeah, it's just a pity. It's a 4. So we've got LA no effect. So any A grouping are going to be a light loss. So this is a light loss. We lose a point. Right, do the bombers first because there is a different table for the close escort, and it's not really that much different. But so that was L. So it's a BORT for the B grouping. Abort. Full group, abort, to in-flight reduced, right. So he's to in-flight reduced, and then the C group has no effect, so he's just going to stay in the bomber box. So that's good, we've at least got 10 strength worth of bombing. And then for the 2 close escort units this time, not forgetting them, what have we got? Well, we've not got an A, so that's good. So the B is an abort, isn't it? To in-flight reduced, and then the C was no effect, so that just goes to in-flight. So he just goes in-flight. That's it, right. Okay, and then what about them? Yeah, let's get them sorted. Well, they've got D, D, L. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Disrupt, white loss. So disrupt for the A. So he's to in-flight reduced. That doesn't really matter now, let's say, because we're near the end of the day. But these other 2 are reduced, and they've got a white loss result. Yeah, C's are, yeah. So they're to white loss full side up for both of them. So that's pretty good. That's a nice finish. So we've got 5-11 for the white loss box and a 6-11. And 2 more points, minus 14. It feels a bit more decent than it has been anyway. And yeah, that's it. So we do have 2 bombers still. This guy's in the close escort, but he doesn't get to come down and help anyway. So I did move up the road, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Right, so I can ditch that event now. That helped us quite a bit though. Okay, next card. The bombing now, isn't it? Right, bombardment. So let's see what we've got. We've got 10 strength. Find my bombing chart now. Things are a bit of a muddle here. Right, so let's roll a nice high number this time. A 4, I'll take that. So 10 strength with a 4. We have patchy clouds over there. So it's a 1 shift to the left. That's going to be it though. So what did I say? 10 strength. So it moves us down 1 to the left with a 4. We've got a 2 result. So 2 hits. Yeah, I'll take that. 15, 16, so minus 16. Now this is a port. So I don't think anything happened. Yeah, there's no additional effects with a port, so that's all we're getting. The 2 hits. And then that's it. And then these all go back to the in-flight box. All group and array display move to in-flight box after the target is bombed. Yeah, really good. And that's that. Car 20. Move all group and in-flight to their air bases or to the clock. Well, there's no point going to the clock, so they're just all going to go to their air bases. Okay, that's all the grouping back in their air bases. Clock check. So we flip this card. And that's our last raid of the day. So if you have no more planned raids, move clock marker to end of day space. So that's what we're doing. And then go to yeah, if clock marker move to end of day space, then go ahead to step 25, resolve night raids. Okay, good. So we can skip the next few cards. Resolve night raids. Right, now can I move on with this? I might just have to take a slight break. Hang on. No, I think we can move on with this. So resolving a night raid combat using regular. Alright, roll down the night raid interception table, because we do have 2 Blenheims that responded to the night raid this time. We've got 4. We've got our 4 bombers and they've got 2. So, where are we? Trying to find the right table here. Row in the night raid interception table. Right, here it is here. So number of night patrolling squadrons is 2, and number of night raiding grouping is 4. To find the interception chance, which is a 0. Roll the die if the result is equal to or less than the interception chance, the number of squadrons equal to die result intercept grouping. Well, that still can't result in anything. Is that right? Because if I cross-reference that, get 2 squadrons with 4 bombers, there's a 0. So obviously I'm going to roll the dice higher than a 0, which means the result is greater than interception chance. No interceptions occur. Okay. I guess there's no real point in all that then. Am I missing something? I think I've done this before when I had one. I think I only had one, but just kind of pointless. Well, we need more. Either need more grouping in the raid or in the night raid box, or more squadrons, I suppose, to have a chance. Okay, so that means they're not coming along then. And then, so we roll in the night raid bombing table. So night raid, yeah, number of grouping we've got is 4. So we need a 4 or better to get a resolve. So let's roll the dice. I got a 3. So I don't think that's any effect. 3 is, yeah, it's nothing, unfortunately. Okay, so nothing doing with the night raid. I maybe should have showed you the tables there, but well, again, if you've got the game, you've got the tables in front of you. I worked it out as nothing happening anyway, so I'm going to go with that. So next card is Squadron and Group Reset. Move all in-flight squadrons to their assigned sectors on the map. Move all in-flight squadrons so that's units that are in the in-flight box. This one was reduced. No, it doesn't matter anyway, because it's the end of the day. Right, so he goes back out, 7-11. And then move all squadrons and landing and rearm boxes to their assigned sectors on the map, retaining their facing while they're all face up. Well, to be honest, there's only, because we had that extra squadron turnaround, there's only these 2. So that one's for 310. Where's 310? Here. Right. Sorry, there. And then this one's for 410. So he goes in here. Yeah. So that was the only 2 that were up on the tote board, and we just had that 1 in the in-flight box. Move all grouping and in-flight box, night raid boxes, and any space of the clock to their assigned air bases. So we've just got the night raid ones. And I'm going to put the Blenheims back. I still not came across a bit where it talks about putting the Blenheims back from the night patrol boxes. So, but I mean, I think this is the time when you would probably do it. So it's not that it's a big deal, to be honest. 312, that's up there. So I'll put them back, and I'll put these bombers back. Okay. That's right, so everyone's back in their air bases and sectors on the map. So now we leave WAFA, press or rest. So I'm just going to stick with the rest, but like I say, it's moving the game along quicker, I think, but it's maybe not giving me the best results. But we'll just stick with that and see how it plays out for us at the end. Maybe sort of look back and think, well, it'd been better doing a bit of pressing maybe. So, but anyway, we're going to rest. So I think we go on the next card, and then this is the day event, isn't it? So draw a day event card. So because we're resting, yeah, we draw 2 cards and show the one with the most days. So let's draw the 2-day cards. So this is the first one drawn, and this is the second one drawn. Oh, that's pretty good. Again, we got a good result the last time of this. So we pick the highest of the 2, and if they both show the same, well, they don't. So that one goes away, and that one gets left. Do I discard this other one? I think I do, yeah. Or do I? Oh no. I return the unused card to the undrawn portion of the deck and shuffle the deck. Do not reshuffle cards drawn for previous days. I'm just wondering, did I do that last turn? I get the feeling. Right, give me a sec. Okay, this is our 4th raid day, so I think we should only have 3 cards in the discard pile for the day event. And I've got 4. Yeah, and it rings a bell that the last time I don't recall shuffling the other card in. I mean, that's probably not a big deal. Why bother about it, Grant? Thing is, this should be shuffled in. Maybe I need to fix this. Hang on. You know what I'm like. So the 2 cards in the discard pile, and then in the last 2 cards were these 2 cards. So I would have drawn them last turn. Now, which one did we use? Because they're both the same. So it would have been the first one drawn. Oh, I know what it was. It was this, because we got that event, didn't we? Yeah. So that was a card that we drew. So this card should have actually been shuffled into the deck. So I'm going to do that. I know it's, I know it's probably not, but I just try. I always like to try and be a perfectionist if I can. But well, after that last episode, you think you're not making a very good job at it, Grant. But I'll give these a shuffle, and then we'll draw 2 cards, and we'll. Yeah, this should be in the discard pile. Yeah. So that's us go 3 cards in the discard pile for the day event, and this is our. Well, we've completed 3 rated days, so that's right. So that card should have got shuffled in. Right, I'm just going to do the shuffle, and then we'll draw 2. So this could probably end up being worse for us, but because we were getting a 3 at most there, weren't we? However, like I say, if I can fix these things, I like to do it. So this is the first card drawn now. Still a 2, so fingers crossed. Oh, right, a 2 and a 3 again. So, well, what we do is we take the 3, and then while I've got the cards in my hand, the 2 gets shuffled back in again. So I'll just give them another shuffle. So, yeah, and then we move. Yeah, so we move the draw a day event to determine the number of days to advance the day marker on the calendar. Advance the day marker and the number of spaces shown on the day event card. Gain 1 victory point for each day elapsed. Sorry, I'm not kind of showing you that, am I? So advance day marker, gain 1 victory point for each day elapsed. Yeah, so that's pretty good again. So we get 3. Just squeeze down here. Maybe a bit of glare from that lamp now. Ugh. Right, I can't really. There. So 1, 2, 3. So we're in August 26th, and we've crossed over this reinforcement. So I think we're getting that to come and join us. So what is that? August 26th. Don't know if that has an effect on. We'll find out. So is that right? Just looking at this press or rest again. We rested Yeah. It says before September 8, if the day card does not call. Right, hang on though. If you chose to press. Ah, that's part of the press bit. And you receive just one strategy card and all that. Yeah, so we didn't do that anyway. And there's a reinforcement squadron getting added here anyway, so we're not really losing out there. I don't know, it looked like the very first one we did, because we ended up with a 5 or a 6, didn't we? But since then, it's not been quite so bad. Right, so we've advanced the day marker. If the day marker moved to or past September 8 space, it did not. If after September 10, check for sea line. Right, none of that, so we can move past that. Card 28. Right, carry out the event listed on the day event card you just drew. Right, what have we got? Event, set German target priorities. Okay, yeah, we missed it on this the last time, so it's back to doing that again. So let's make sure we get this right. We blundered a bit with this the last time, didn't we? So we've got, what is the date? It's past the 20th of August, so it's between the 21st and the 31st. So it is the second row down. That's right. So I'm going to move all these down and we'll reset them. So we've got second row down, radars are low. That's just the same. Ports are high. So they're moving from medium to high. Airfields are high. They're staying high. Industry is low, so it's dropping down. And then, we've not got a medium at all. So cities are low as well. So we don't have anything in the medium. There you go then. That's right, isn't it? Low, high, high, low, low. Okay. Right. Okay, go with that. Next. There. Next card. Update replacement points. Just the replacement point markers on the replacement track according to the replacement schedule on the day event card just drawn for each British and German airplane type and for the British experienced pilot reserves. So what do we have here? So we got Hurricanes 7, Spitfires 5, Blenheims 1, German fighters 5, Level bombers 4, and then we'll come back to the pilots, the experienced pilot points in a second. So we'll just swing around there. Sorry, I should have paused that. So Hurricanes are getting 7. So moving from 15 to way up to 22. Yeah, can't seem to get them coming down much, can we? Spitfires are 5 up to 17. That's not quite so bad. Blenheims get an extra 1. Not that we've seen them really needing anything yet. And then the German fighters are 5 and the bombers are 4. So fighters are 5 up to 18. Bombers are 4 up to 20. Okay. And then experienced pilot points. Right, do we have less than minus 25? No, we're at minus 16. Oh, just noticed that's moved into the 4 strategy card part. Oh, hang on. No, rewind, Grant. I should have lost 3 victory points, shouldn't I? Damn it. Yeah, gain 1 victory point for each day elapsed. That means like add a victory point. So it was 3, wasn't it? No, 1, 2, 3. So I'm actually minus 13 now. That was a pity because it was 16 is the next part. Move up to give you 4 strategy cards instead of 3. Oh well, no mind. So we are between minus 25 and minus 10, aren't we? Yes, we are. So that's only 2 pilot points. That's good. Yeah, so we're going to see a lot more green pilots. So they're only up to 2, so can only bring back 2. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've got 6 in the light lost box and 2 in the heavy lost box. So that's going to be interesting. And next card is white loss replacement. For each squadron or group in the white loss box, spend 1 aircraft replacement point to move the unit to its sector. And then for each squadron, also expend 1 experienced pilot point. And then we can't replace JU-87s. We've got 3 JU-87s that are out of commission now. Right, well, I'll get the group in first because it's a wee bit more fiddly for the British guys. So, well, what have we got? This is just light loss just now, right? So we've got 2 Heinkels from we fought 2. That's 1, 2, and 1 JU-88 from we fought 3. So that was 3 bomber replacement points. So 1, 2, 3. So we went from 20 down to 17. And then fighters, all from we fought 3. We've got 4 fighters. So that's 4 from 18 down to 14. Let's put these guys away. A, B, and he's an ME 110. So that's all our white losses. Now the British, however, I say they've got 6 up there. There's 2 and 6, 11 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've only got 2 experienced pilot points. Right, well, we've got 6. Oh, hang on. Count Hurricanes 1, 2. There's 3 Hurricanes and 3 Spitfires. So I'm going to reduce Hurricanes by 3, down to 19, and Spitfires by 3, down to 14. And then we've only got 2 experienced pilot points, so 2 of them are going to come out full strength, and 4 of them are going to come out green, so on the reduced side. So I'll drop the experienced pilot. No, you know what? Let's sit there because I feel like I'm going to have a pause in a minute, and I don't want to do something and then forget about where I am. Hang on. Right, I know there's a way. I mean, we can only pick 2 of these to come back full, and I know there's something that tells you what priority, but I can't find it. And I'm sure I've been here before as well, where I couldn't find it. Right, hang on. Right, I think I found it. Yeah, 14.24 it is. I'm reading through 14.2 and I'm trying to find it. Selecting squadrons to receive replacements. If there are insufficient replacement points or experienced pilot points available to assign all squadrons in the light or heavy loss boxes, assign available replacements and experienced pilot points in the following priority to squadrons in 11 group first, then 10, then 12. So we've got 5 of them in 11 group and only 1 in 10, so that's obviously not considered. So and within a group, go in reverse order, so 7-11 first. So 7-11 is going to take the first experienced pilot point, and then 6-11 would take the second one. So there's 2 in there though, and they're both Spitfires. Within a sector, make assignment to squadrons of your choice. However, if at all possible, assign experienced pilot points so that a given sector has no more than 1 squadron with green pilots. Well, that works actually, because we're going to take 1 from 6-11. So it's the B or the C, but I get to choose, I think it says. Within a sector, make assignments to squadrons of your choice. Right, I don't think it matters. Well, we'll just take the B, leave the C. Well, it's going to come back. It's just going to come back reduced, isn't it? So then all the other squadrons are going to come back reduced, and it does mean that there's only going to be one in each sector, which is what you're trying to prioritise. So that one for 511, one for 211, and then finally the one for 310. And all of them are reduced, and that's our pilot points at 0 as well now. Okay, good stuff. Right, I think that's sorted. So, yeah, we've done all our white loss replacements. So then, yeah, there's another card for heavy loss, which has an effect this time actually. And now this day card, I think I can get rid of this now, can't I? Oh, we should have entered a reinforcement squadron. Ah, that's to come. Right, let's not jump past that. I think it's still to come. So heavy loss for each squadron, and a heavy loss, expend 1 aircraft replacement point to move the unit to a white loss box. So that doesn't use experienced pilot points then, does it? No. Okay. So what we've got in the heavy loss box is we've got 1 fighter, so it can go in the white loss box, and we reduce our fighter replacements by 1. Is that right? Yeah. And then they've got, oh, right, they'll go up into a white loss box. So we've got 1 Hurricane and 1 Spitfire. And they go, there's 1 211 and this one's 111. So that's 1 less Hurricane replacement point and 1 less Spitfire replacement point. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, next card. I think this takes the reinforcements into, because we've got a German reinforcement this time as well, haven't we? Yeah, reinforcement entry. If you move the day marker to or past day spaces containing German reinforcement grouping, place those grouping at their assigned air bases. Well, we do. We got this guy. So we'll put Ham ME109 and Wolf Lot 2. And then if the day event card indicates the entry of a British reinforcement, randomly draw a 2, and it does enter reinforcement. So we've got a cup here, randomly draw a 2. There's a priority for that as well, isn't there? Well, that's not replacements, that's reinforcements. Where is it? Oh, come on. Where are you? Yeah, eventually I found that again. That just feel that's tricky. I don't know if it's, maybe it's just me. I mean, it's 14.5 British reinforcements, so it is there as a, you know, it tells you. So I don't know. I think I've again found that difficult to find in the past. So reinforcement squadrons enter play as called for by day event in step 8 of the calendar. If the day event lists a British reinforcement, draw 2 at random. If neither or both are from 11 group, select the first one drawn. If only one is, the 2 is from 11, select that one. So here's the first one, and that's from 11 group, isn't it? And the second one, right, they're both from 11. Select the first one drawn. So it's the 511 one we're going to pick. So he goes out, and it was a Spitfire as well, wasn't it? So yeah, that's more trouble in 511 then. And this other one goes back in the cup. That for later. And right, I think that card's done now. I mean, we've got the repair part, which only comes in and then once you begin the next turn, but we've nothing to repair anyway. So that card can be discarded now. That is now us completed 4 raids, which we've got to remember because some extra cards are coming out now. I think it's going to get a bit more interesting. Yeah, we've done that. And yeah, it's last card actually. Of course, so card shuffle check. Return all German strategy cards to the strategy deck and shuffle it. I'll do that while we're reading the rest of that. A target deck or raid event deck is clearly shorter than its discard pile shuffle. Well, the event deck needs a shuffle, yes. The other deck I would say was the same, and I think we're going to add cards to the target deck anyway. Or maybe we shuffle everything anyway. Do not shuffle the event deck. No, I'm not doing that. So if you're playing the Battle of Britain scenario, which we are, and completed the 4th raid day, which we have, add cards 35 to 44 to the target deck and reshuffle the deck. Just wondering about the discards there, because you know what, I think because we're doing that, we'll just shuffle everything in. Because I mean, to be honest, I could say they are, well, no, they're about half and half, to be honest. I'm just wondering if I should. Does it matter, Grant? It's another one of these things that you're fussing over that probably don't make much odds. Right, well, I've got a couple of decks to shuffle, and then we're going back to card 1, because I'll need to find these cards. I'm not sure where I put them. Hang on. Okay, so I found the cards, 35 to 44. Here they are here. What's the different areas? So I'm figuring they're further inland, and this is where the ME109s, see we've got ME109s no there. So yeah, some things changing up. So I'm going to shuffle these cards in. Yeah, I think the way it's read there. Well, hang on, let's just check the rule book just in case. Not that I'm doubting the way you've written that down, Stuka Joe, but let's just have a look. No, it's exactly written in the rules the way he's got it as well. If you're playing the Battle Brand scenario and have just completed the 4th raid day, add cards 35 to 44 to the target deck and reshuffle the deck. But previously it mentions that if the target deck is clearly shorter than its discard pile, shuffle the discards back into the deck. Well, I would say that's not the case. And I know I'm making a meal of this. So, right, I'm not going to shuffle the discards in then, because then we're clearly going to have a bigger. I'm just worried that that's going to imbalance it, because it was about half and half. So we're definitely going to get some of these new raid targets, I think, but maybe that's a good thing. Yeah, okay, I'll go with that, because it does then increase the deck, and yeah, part of me feels like, does that mean because you're adding a new card, should we be reshuffling the deck? There's a discard pile in. I don't know. Who knows? Well, you know what? This is the end of the episode, and if this happens to get out before I start the next one, then if you've got any thoughts on that one, let me know. Right, okay, well, at least that's another episode done. Moved on again, so hopefully I can start. Oh yeah, and we've got all the discards up there. Oh, well, you know what? I forgot about that then. I'll shuffle everything in then, because that would probably, I know it's only 7 more cards, but it probably would have just increased it that little bit. So I'll completely shuffle the target deck. Yeah. So, and then we'll be back with the start of the 5th raid day, which should start getting a bit more interesting with the new target cards in. So, okay, guys, yeah, I'll be back sometime soon. Okay, cheers.